head on over to a stream called Take 3. This one at least allows me to adjust the camera settings and make it actually work. As you can see, I can't get it to focus on the items. Like, there's some cool stuff, and sucks because I already showed most of it off, but I can't do much with it. So there you go. Take 3 is over on that channel. Somebody wants to post it in the chat real quick for everybody, go ahead. But I'm going to pop off this stream. Actually, I'll let the stream sit for a minute. We'll jump over there. Sorry about this. I don't know why it works like this. I can't wait to get my GoPro set up with my computer. That camera is so much better. Anyway, couldn't get a screenshot quick enough. There we go. So we got that one there. All right, other stream is dead. Let's roll. So we're taking a look at this Hunt Brothers car. This is the Hunt Brothers red car. I had to make sure because this one wasn't one that I remember. I thought the Hunt Brothers car was going to be green this year, so I had to look at the Harvick's. But yeah, this is actually last year, so that's what confused me. Because this is not the 2023 car. This is 2022. Because I know Clyde here has a Hunt Brothers car coming this year. And I thought, God, that's really early for that. But in this case, this is 2022's car, so that's why this is not the one that Clyde was looking for. Because I thought it was weird that it was like, I thought, the 1/24 was coming out and all that. And then I realized, oh, that's why it's not here yet. So made a little more sense after that, Anyway, so that's our first car. Let's go to our second car on the day. Anyone want to guess who it is? He has only raced in one Cup Series race in his entire career at any point in time. Actually, he's only raced in one NASCAR race. Holy crap, 03 King just literally knocked it out of the park immediately. It's the Kimmy car. Wow, everybody's on it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this was not as surprising. I thought it was going to be tough to get. You guys picked it up way too fast. You guys had that down, like, immediately. That's not even fun. All right, so there we go. So there's the Kimi Räikkönen car. This is the car that ran at Watkins Glen in Trackhouse's Project 91 car. Paint scheme's okay. I still like, obviously, the race win better from Sonoma, but not a bad looking car. I like the yellow numbers. I think that does look pretty nice. So overall, it's a pretty cool car size. Yeah, see, you got me there, Clyde, when you said it's tiny. Pretty good paint scheme style, but the coolest thing obviously is just the fact that Project 91, we do get a Formula One driver in a NASCAR was kind of neat. That was kind of a cool thing. So, but yeah, his car is in as well. I have two more in this bin that I have to show off. No. Yeah, there we go. Two more. All right, the next one is going to be kind of a weird one. I think it's for 2023 as well, but the only diecast they've made at this point is from the 2022 season. This is the driver of the Discount Tire Ford Mustang, and everybody knows who drives the Discount Tire car. That's right, who other than Ryan Blaney? That's right. He ran the Discount Tire car late in the season, and how do you know it was late? Bright yellow playoff banner. I'm a huge fan of these playoff banners. So we do have that here. We've got the yellow playoff banner, yellow spoiler, gray wheels instead of chrome now. I don't know. Doesn't look that great, but the Discount Tire scheme is kind of, I don't know, dull to me. I've never been a huge fan of it, but I do like playoff banners, so I'm kind of a little bit of a sucker for those. So I do always like to get ones like this, even if that one's not, even if it's not great. But yeah, so we did get that Blaney Discount Tire car as well. And the last car on the list, as far as ones that have not been looked at yet or pulled out of the box, I have some other ones here. Kyle Busch fans. Ooh, welcome in. Welcome in, Kyle Busch fans. Rowdy Nation, as they call you. Yeah, it almost did sound like Cindric. This is the Interstate Batteries car that should be the 18, but it's the 19. What's with the sponsors swapping cars? Seems weird, doesn't it? Hey, there's Elijah. I think... Wait, who was it that was asking about their Larson cars? I don't know who it was. Somebody's going to have to ask. But this is the Truex Jr. Interstate Batteries car. Kind of, honestly, a pretty neat car. I'm surprised that this car... I think it DNP'd in 1/24th. I want to say, which is kind of unfortunate because it was a pretty cool looking car. There we go. So Busch is going to go to Trackhouse. I have heard some rumors of that, and I'm not going to lie, that does seem like a good fit for them. Is the Ross Chastain experience would be one that I think Busch would do rather well with. Oops, I left that out of there. Got to put that back. Having a little trouble with some boxes back here, so you guys are going to get to look at this Interstate Batteries car for a little longer. I cannot wait to start doing downhill races at some point. I got more work to do before I can do that, though. Anyway, so yes, somebody was asking, though, about a Larson thing. I got to check. I did get an email real quick. Oh, no, that was just for Kyle Busch Cheddar's car. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Oh, that was there. All right, give me one sec here. All right. Do I know yet when the Blaney Checkers records come in? I do not, Elijah. Now yours, I will have to contact you when it comes in. Remember, I think you emailed me about that, and so that one I did not do the payment collection part. So when it comes in, I will have to message you about it, but that'll be all right. I got your email there, so don't worry about it. I just know it's going to be a little bit yet because we're not even to the Cokes, or sorry, not the Cokes Center. We're not even to, let's see, what was that next one? Atlanta. We still have to get to Elliott's Atlanta. We have to get to the Harvick, Michigan, the Harvick, Richmond. So we got a few more cars that I'm guessing we're still a little bit out on that one yet. Yeah, Elliott's Atlanta one's not out yet. Do I have any Christopher Bell diecast? Let me look here. No, there's no Bells that came out this week. Now, I do have some Christopher Bell cars. I have a few of his 2021s in metal chassis, and then a couple of his clean paint schemes, but his race wins aren't in quite yet. All right, so anyway, there's the Interstate Batteries car, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, next one, should we look at, yeah, let's look at another playoff banner. This one I actually have in the 124th. This is the Chase Elliott Napa Blue Def car. I saw this race at Kansas, so obviously it was a must-have. But the interesting thing about this one, and this one, and this one, is it's all Chase Elliott's standard paint scheme with just one different sponsor. So they added, obviously, Blue Def here, CRC, Brake Clean, and then we have Trico here. And they added it to the back as well, so you can see they have those three sponsors across the back. Obviously on the right side as well, three different sponsors. So for those wondering, these cars were made specifically at the request of these sponsors. I know obviously the fans bought them as well, so I know people like to complain that Elliott gets too many cars made, but I know a lot of the sponsors wanted to have their name on the car, and then of course when they were offered, they wanted to have that as an option. So yeah, that's kind of how that is. But I should make some race wins out of his other diecast. Well, unfortunately, he didn't win until the next gen, and the next gens aren't out yet, so I have to wait a little bit. But yeah, I think my favorite of them is one, Blue Def. I think the car looks better with the blue on it, and then the yellow playoff banners are probably my favorite. Otherwise, I'd go with the Trico car, but not too bad. I think they look pretty good. So yeah, those are the three Elliott cars that came in. I say Elliott cars because there is one other car that came in, or one other diecast, not a car. This is the Chase Elliott Spire Racing truck. So you see Hendrick cars and then Napa on this one. This was the 7 that ran for Spire. He ran this at Bristol in the dirt. And so, yes, this one is finally in. I will say I kind of am liking these Truck Series molds. I think they look pretty nice. I think they're a decent look to them. So when I slide this one out of the way, we're going to pull the other truck out quick. Everybody remember this guy. This is Matty D. They got his clean number 25 Rackley roofing car. And it's a good-looking truck. I think the overall Truck Series diecast, it looks like, aren't going to have specific molds. They're just going to use the decals across the front. But it has a pretty good look to it, honestly. I'm kind of impressed. So not a bad look. I think it looks pretty nice. But yeah, that's the two trucks that have come out so far on the new mold. And let's go ahead and move on to our first 2023 car of this year. This is going to be the NASCAR 75th anniversary Chevy Camaro. So we've got this. It was just, I don't know. I don't normally get these kind of things, but I've been doing 2 of every 164th, and this was one of them. So yes, NASCAR 75th anniversary, and it's just a NASCAR branded next-gen car. So not a bad look, but you know, it would be a great pace car. Let's go with that. It'd be a really good pace car. All right, so somebody's been complaining or wanting to see some 124s. They are making the raced version, yes. Bowman and Byron and the Hendrick truck as well, yes. So those are, I assume, coming, but not there yet. Let's see here. I did not know you got that Nashville win. Clyde? Clyde? Let's see here. Oh, Raptor Racing's here. Welcome on in, bud. So, the next car. Somebody wanted to see 124th. What was I looking for? There it is. I wanted to show off this car. This is the first of the trucks for the 124 scale this new season, I guess, is what you would call it. But this truck is the all-new Toyota Tundra. You can kind of see how it looks on the front. You see how it's got a big flat opening there. There you see the headlights. Got Tundra written across there. We got JBL, number 51. This is Corey Heim's truck. I actually got this truck specifically to reference the Gateway win that he had. So he ran this paint scheme at Gateway, so I got this truck to fit in my display case in the Gateway spot. So yeah, that's what I'm substituting it with. But overall, I'm not going to lie, pretty cool on the we pretty cool to have a little bit of the tire rub there, but I'm liking the nose. The nose for the new Tundras looks pretty darn solid. The rear end is still the same. The back is still pretty much the same, but the nose is where most of the new molding comes in, is right up here on that front. So I think it looks pretty darn solid nonetheless. Clyde, did you actually get that? You have to let me know. I don't think you did, but you gotta let me know. Didn't chase DNQ at Xfinity race last year. He did. The qualifying rained out, and so he didn't get a chance to qualify at Darlington. And so he was scheduled to run that race and didn't get a chance to. Wanted to say I'm buying everything of Noah now. Just picked up race-worn crew hats from JRM's rookie season. And this, oh, wow. And a hoodie from late. Wow, that's pretty cool that you got a hoodie too. Yeah, man, if you need some Noah cars, I know a guy. I know a guy who can get them, you know. He actually did. Huh. I don't believe you, Clyde. You seem like you're lying. It's sad that Zane Smith's 2022 Daytona win isn't even in yet. Yeah, I mean, they're still working on the Ford mold. That's the only reason you're not going to see that one yet. I'm sure that one and the Coda win are going to be right side by side when they finally come in. So yeah, don't think that that's because of just them being lazy. It's just they got to get the mold right. So Toyota clearly was ready first on the 124 scale side, and the Chevys were right behind them. So, but overall, I mean, I do like this paint scheme a lot, but I really like the mold of the new Chevy. All right, so I got to spread them out. So our next one is actually going to be another 164th. But I'm going to pick the Denny Hamlin Coke 600 win here. This is the absolutely... It looks so much better in 124th. The confetti missing off the windows is a huge thing. But you can see here we do have a lot of that race detail on that right front corner. A lot of confetti on here. But man, without the confetti on the windows, it doesn't look as good as them 124s, you know? It looks so much better. Clyde's wanting me to look at some messages. I will literally... put your message on camera. I will force you to put your message on camera. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Why am I not finding it? I just saw it come in. There it is. All right. Clyde's trying to show me that he got it. Oh, he got an ARC, and he got it from eBay, and it's coming on March 2nd, so it's going to be there tomorrow. I have to believe him now. That's real. And also, he was watching the stream, so I can see it in his screenshot. That's pretty cool. So, yes. Congrats on joining the Chase Elliott fan club, Clyde. Okay. So, anyway, this was the Coke 600 car for Denny Hamlin in the 164 scale. And the reason I wanted to show that one off first is because our next one is also from the Coke 600. Actually, both of them are. One of them being Mr. Ryan Preece. We do get one of his cars from last year, the Hunt Brothers Pizza number 15 for Rick Ware Racing. And then we also get the Bass Pro Shops Toyota Camry of Martin Truex Jr. Comes in tomorrow. Okay. I got to look at some chats here. Byron's 500 luck is terrible. I would say a lot of people have some bad luck in the 500, considering less than a quarter of the field finishes most of the time. So, I don't know. A lot of that could be there. Let's go to the bottom here on some more chats. Has anyone seen Christopher Bell's Martinsville and RoboWin renders? I did see them. It looks like that RoboWin's going to look nice. I'm pretty excited for that. First Elliott car. First of many. Oh, he's joining the Elliott fan club. Fantastic. Love that race, but as a Denny hater, hated that ending. I can understand hating the ending, just not from the Denny standpoint, but mostly I didn't like the fact that Briscoe just ran out of talent, caused a yellow, and then literally 4 of the top 5 cars crashed out of that race. And Briscoe was the one who didn't. It's kind of like, I mean, really? Like, I don't know, with 2 to go, I don't want the top 5 with 2 to go to all get crashed out. Same thing with the 500, so it's in the same point there. I got 2 sets pre-ordered of all his Cup cars, Sunseeker and Wendy's. I do have a liquid color of that Sunseekers. I didn't get the Wendy's. I don't think that's going to look as good. But I did get a couple other ones. So I got some Gregsons coming. Don't you worry. Let's see here. Did I see Pastrana has more owner points than Byron and Reddick? And Reddick, don't forget. Did I see the video? I uploaded on Timmy McCready's Red Chrome Late Model. I have not seen that one. I want to say you tagged me in it, but I didn't have a chance to watch it all the way through. No way to get an Elliott Elite? Well, what if, I'm just going to throw it out there, what if he gets sponsored by Busch? Could happen. All right, Chase is the favorite after Blaney. Yeah, I could see that. I like Blaney a lot, and he's behind Chase, but I have Noah in the middle now. Noah's kind of my 2A or 1A guy. I watch both of them. Got a quick question. Can you open up the 2022 Next Gen 124? I want to see the ARC chassis and the Elite. Okay, so I can do that. Let's get through all the real rivals first, and then we'll go to that. Where do I recommend buying Diecast? Where do we go, guys? Jimmy Guy 48 wants some recommendations on where to get some Diecasts. Point him in the right direction. There we go. Come on, everybody else knows where to go, right? I'm gonna make you guys get it in the chat there. I'll let you guys do my heavy lifting. Yeah, heavy lifting. All right, I'm gonna pull these off. All right, the next 2 we're gonna do are a couple of wins. First of which being here. Don't you recommend the Lionel Racing place? Actually, Lionel Racing is a great place to pick up. So for Jimmy Guy here, he doesn't know. RAS is the one that is run by me. So that's my website. It is what keeps the channel afloat. So all these cars you're seeing today, they're going to be on rasdiecast.com. I have all the pictures taken, except for a couple. And so those will be all uploaded and stuff. So yes, that is how to support the channel. So it has the thing for super chats, channel memberships, I don't think are set up, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to offer a channel membership for nothing. I would much rather be able to offer you guys the Diecast itself. And that way, I feel like I'm actually earning it a little more. So yes, that is where you can go. And for the record, if you haven't used it there, use the promo code RACECRAZE when you're getting anything off that website, and it'll take 10% off. So I can't do free shipping anymore. Inflation killed everybody, but yes. So you use promo code RACECRAZE at checkout, you get 10% off, and then you get the shipping on top. So it's kind of like free shipping. It's close. It just depends on what you're getting. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. But yes, I hadn't been able to talk about this yet, but for your record, this video was originally going to post today until the new arrivals came. So this is going to post tomorrow. I have this version and the big version. And this paint scheme is like one of my absolute favorites. I love this paint scheme. It was great on the one, and it's great on here as well. I mean, I absolutely love this one. So this paint scheme is fantastic. And for those who didn't know, this is the Gateway Win. 164th version looks okay. It's fine. But I went in here and I updated the rims so they have the right color. And I have the pin. So I had to show that off. And I have a Daytona 500 pin just waiting for Ricky's car when it comes in. All right, so I'm going to move those 2 off. And we're going to show off the last 3. Oh, I got 4 cars. We can do the last 4 cars. We'll do 3 in 1. So we have Greg Biffles, number 44. Chase Briscoe has a playoff banner with the MVP Ford Mustang. And then we've also got the Corey LaJoie Circle B diecast car. All right, let me get that other one out. Because the next one I wanted to show off is actually a pair of them. And this is the first of the 2023 arrivals that have started to pop in. Obviously, I've done that other one, but yeah, that one's coming. Okay, so Elijah says, or it's asking, what other races am I going to this year? At the moment, the places I'm planning on heading to are Kansas Spring, Kansas Fall. Go to both of those. And then I also go to Bristol Night Race. And I believe that is my entire schedule for the Cup Series season. On the Xfinity side, I plan on going to Bristol, Kansas Fall, and potentially Road America. That one's the hesitant. Trucks, if they're paired with Cup. I'm not going to any truck races that are standalone at the moment. And then I'm going to the Knoxville Nationals again. and I'm going to the Iowa IndyCar race as well. So those are what's on my list at the moment. If I get bored, I could very easily find myself wandering off to another race here or there. But that is my tentative schedule at the moment. 03 King says going to Gateway. Gonna be a good time. If I had to recommend anything, the biggest thing I would say is try to avoid sitting in the far left grandstand. So you don't want to be too far down there because it'll be hard to see past the tents. So that was where I had some trouble. I couldn't see much of the front stretch because of it, but that one was definitely the one. Okay, so let's see here. Gonna go back up here and try to see more of them chats here. Okay, here we go. Jimmy Guy says, gotta go by. Thanks for the recommendations, and I'll make sure to check it out and maybe pick something up. Sounds good, my man. Kyle Bush fans says, I ordered your 2023 Cheddar's 164th and the 2023 3Chi 164th and a Deegan 2022 Pristine Auction. Well, that's awesome. So that one's, I gotta go look at my thing, because for those of you who don't know, I can actually see all this from my phone. So I can go over there right now and literally look at it, and then I can actually fix it in case there's something. Yep, I see all three of them. So yes, I did see all three come through. And what I will do, because you got charged shipping on all three. So what I actually want to do is I don't want you to pay 3 different shipping charges. I want to make sure you don't have to do that. So I'll contact you and let you know, but I'm gonna put them together in a listing for you so you can save on the shipping. Because otherwise, you'd be paying like, let me look here. It's $5, $5.50 for shipping. So you'd pay $5.50 3 times versus just paying $5.50 once. So it'll save you about $11. But yeah, I'll make sure to ship them all together. Otherwise, I can leave them as they are, so that way they'll ship as soon as they come in. Otherwise, I'll try to ship them when they all come in together. That way you can save on shipping. So that's all up to you. I'm just going to let you know that email will be coming, so keep an eye out for it. Raptor Racing says, how many wins do you think Byron will get? Honestly, I think 1 or less. I do not have high expectations for Byron into this year. He really, really fizzled out at the end of last year, and I have not seen what I need to see out of Byron speed-wise. I mean, even this last weekend, I thought early in the race he looked like he's got the speed, but those guys can't seem to keep up with their car. They've had some bad luck, but man, I have not been impressed. Now, it's only 1 weekend, so got to give me a couple more weeks of data to kind of really digest it and see if I think that. But yeah, right now, but William Byron, I don't have on a high stretch there. Going to the Coke 600, that's right. A-Shock said he was no longer going to the Bristol night race because he was going to the Coke 600. I can't fault you, but Bristol's better. Just saying, Bristol's cool. All right, these last 2 164s. That's right, guys, last 2. These are the 2023 164s for Joey Logano and Chris Buescher. So we got the new font on that Chris Buescher car. I don't know about you guys, but those hood vents look absolutely obnoxious. Like, here, I'm going to show you last year's hood vents compared to this year's hood vents. Like, those are obnoxious. So, I don't know if that's a 2023 thing where the Fords are just going to have insane hood vents, but I'll bring this one up. Here, look at this one. I'm going to put them side by side so you can see them. There's the hood vents. Like, they are much more obnoxious this year. So, I'm hoping that it's not going to stay that bad, but that's a big deal. That's a pretty obnoxious amount of it. All right, back to some chats here quick. Race Craze, do you get paid by doing videos on YouTube? If so, how does it work? So yes, there is a certain amount of it. It's called channel monetization, and that just does the little ad before each video. So YouTube puts ads before all videos, and if your channel is big enough, they give you a small chunk of it. And so it's not enough to sustain the channel. So if I didn't have the Diecast site and some of those other things, I wouldn't be able to review near this many cars. So the primary source is the website, but it does help. It's a nice little supplement to add on top that kind of helps with some smaller things. But yes, they do. That is a thing, and you have to have a certain amount of subscribers and watch time before they approve you for it. Next on the list, Elijah says, awesome. Really wish they keep doing Road America on Cup schedule. Live in Wisconsin, and it was close. Yes. I don't know. I think it's a downright shame that they got rid of it. I know they repaved, but man, that track, if you're going to talk about a place that didn't deserve to lose a cup race, that's a big one. So that I think was a big fail. But I also understand not wanting too many road courses. I can understand that part of it. Going to Dover and maybe Watkins Glen. Oh, those are two pretty good tracks, and they put on pretty good racing. Florida Denny Fan says, going to Volusia this weekend. Sprint cars are coming on back. Yes, they are. And missing the Sunday stream. Hey, maybe Casey Kane will win, and it'll be worth it. But yes, Sunday stream and Saturday stream this week, too, for those who didn't know. Going to Phoenix next week. Well, have fun over there, Raptor. I think if I had to pick, I'm going to pick Ryan Preece to win at Phoenix. That's my random guess. So, that's what he was thinking too. Well, at least I didn't come up and break you. I didn't want to make you like too disappointed by saying I didn't think he was doing that well. Let's see. It's something like a 12-hour drive, but I want to make it out to Kansas for a race weekend one year. I would definitely say Noah pick the fall race of the two races. I would say if they still had the night race, actually I would have preferred that. The night race is much more fun. But once they got rid of the night race in the spring, the playoff race is the better one to go to. Chase and Larson will only be good for HMS. I actually have higher expectations for Bowman this year, as weird as it sounds. Did I guys see Ross Chastain's prototype? I have not gotten a chance to see it. It's probably on Twitter, but I will have to look at that. Elijah says, first two races I went to were 2010 Michigan and 2013 Charlotte, and Kane finished second in both. As a Kane fan, that hurt. Oh, man, that 2013 Charlotte hurt the most, man. He had the best car, and it wasn't close. That one sucked. Dang, Harvick took it from him. I'm not a fan of the NASCAR Authentics. They just throw a full white chassis. The seat is supposed to be black, and the window net is supposed to be black. Yeah, I mean, what I will say is the Authentics at least have a much cheaper price. They're like $5. So these are like double the price. So I will say I will defend the Authentics from that standpoint. At least if you're going to do them, they're dirt cheap. Ryan says, hi, do you know a way to tell if a Gen 4 124 scale diecast is an Elite or an ARC? Yes. So let me reach behind myself here. Actually, reach down. I'm going to pull out an Elite quick and show you a couple of quick things from the outside that'll let you tell. Because we're done with... I'm going to pull these off the screen quick. Whee! And then we're going to show... Oh, I need to put this on a box, don't I? Yeah, I'll just pull it out. All right, so I'm going to pull out a 2006 Dale Earnhardt Jr. Daytona Xfinity win, or Busch Series win for that era. And I'm going to show you a couple of things. So, when you're looking at a Gen 4 Elite, this is a Gen 4 right here. What the first thing you'll notice is the grill is metal. This little plate here is a metal plate. That was only something on the Elites. Now, on Dodge is the one weird guy. Dodge had two metal plates on the bottom because the Dodge Charger grill was four kind of sections. The bottom two would be silver, the top two would be black. On the Elite, all four would be silver. On the Monte Carlo, down here would be silver, up here would be blank. On the Elite, this is silver. Most of the time, this is also silver, but this is a raced version, so it's not. And then on the Fords, they didn't do a ton on the Fords, but yes, same thing. They had the metal grill plate up there. The other thing, you can look at the window, and you can see under the window, it's not just one black line. It's a black line and two metal bars. See those two metal bars there? Those two metal bars also will tell you if it's an Elite. You can also, if you can see, and see that bright red wire right by the steering wheel? That's another thing that's an Elite exclusive. Now let's flip it around to the back, or to the top, I should say. On the roof, you'll see a little hole right in the dead center of the roof. That's an antenna hole. Only the Elites have the antenna holes. And onto the back, if you ever see it looking like this, where the little spokes on the spoiler are separate, and you can see a little air behind them, that is only on the Elites. The ARCs did not do that. The ARCs were solid. This, you can see there's a gap in there. That is what you can see for Elite. Same thing on the rear window. See those three metal bars? That's Elite exclusive. So if you're ever looking to try and find out if your car is an Elite or an ARC, if you're looking at a picture on eBay or Facebook, somebody's saying, hey, I'm selling this car, not sure what it is, and they're just looking. If you look in and you can see a hole, metal bars, the individual spokes, that takes a close-up picture to tell. The metal on the front, these two pieces of metal, then you'll kind of know, hey, this is an Elite. Now, once you get a chance, if you can open it up and look underneath and all that stuff, you'll see a lot of detail underneath that'll really kind of give that away. But yes, for this one, I just wanted to show you guys quick, but that is the difference, or how to tell if it's an Elite. Let's see here. So, going to move down. Kyle Busch, Forever 18, says, hello, everyone. Welcome in, man. Happy day, right? Happy week, I should say. Going after struggling. I mean, Kyle Busch struggled a little bit last year, but man, I'll say, I think Kyle Busch is going to win a lot of races this year. I don't want to say more than 5, but man, Kyle Busch, he executes well enough that he could win 5 really quickly. Noah's ankle says, if Byron would only get more aggressive, he has the talent, but has been run over so many times, 0 retaliation. 100%. I 100% agree with that sentiment. He needs to get more aggressive and stand up for himself. Let's see. 03 King says, I'm just happy to get rid of the stage racing at road courses. 100%. 100%. Now we just got to do it everywhere. If we can get it to go everywhere, I think the racing will be that much better. I think it'll be a lot better if we can get rid of the stage racing at road courses as well. So that would be a really nice option. Alrighty. So next on the list, also, yes, I did see a certain Kevin Harvick fan picking up a couple of Kevin Harvick wins. Also, great choice on the Bell Roval win there, Clyde. You're gonna like that one. It's a pretty darn good. I think that's one of the better renders. I also think that Richmond car is going to be great. But I'm just going to throw this out there, and this is something you can make your mind up on later. I have the Richmond pin and the Michigan pin for both the Harvicks. Anyway, let's go here. I'm going to the Talladega Superspeedway. Ooh, that should be a lot of fun. I've never been to Talladega, but it looks like a heck of a party. Going to go to Lernerville and... let's see, is that Latrobe? Latrobe sounds right. Those are a couple of dirt tracks, if I remember correctly. Have a lot of fun out there, though. That should be a good time. Gonna go to the 3 throwback races at Darlington this year. Heck, that sounds exciting. Enjoy it. Especially enjoy getting to see some of those throwbacks. That'll be pretty cool. If only they had the number in the center of the door. Let's see here. All right, going down here. Still need the 2 chase... the new chase of the Noah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the chase pieces from Authentics. I see what you're talking about there. And the hauler. I can't believe the hauler is hard to find. I mean, I'm not too surprised. I'll have to see if I find one in Mason. I hope Jones does a throwback of the orange Menard scheme. Oh, that would be a cool one. That bright orange. That'd be a pretty cool one. Yes. Okay, so Die Hard's right. The 2003 Chevy had ARC, but do I have a 2003 Chevy? Yes, give me a second here. I'll pull that up for you. So yes, you are correct. If that has to be 2005 or later, or sorry, 2005 or later. I don't think it's 2006. Let me grab a 2003 Dale Earnhardt Jr. car. Perfect. Okay, so I'm pulling up a 2003 Elite so I can show you guys what to look for on that. Because yes, Earnhardt brought up a very good point here, which is that you need to have the right car. Oh, I picked a good one, too. This is the 2003 Talladega Elite. This is one of my favorite cars ever. It's just such a good-looking car. Okay, so on a 2003 Elite, the metal, this was normal to have the metal up here. So that's not a dead giveaway. The windshield is still a giveaway. Roof flaps, like in general. Roof flaps were not on ARCs until 2005. So if you see a car pre-2005 with roof flaps, boom, Elite. You know right off the bat it's an Elite. Because the cars did not start having roof flaps until 2005. So anything pre-2005 with roof flaps is an Elite. After that, of course, like I said, same thing, spoiler spokes, metal bars, and the metal bars up front as well. But yes, you can't do this on the 2003s. You have to go with roof flaps, metal, and metal. But yes, that is the biggest giveaway. So anything pre-2004, if it's got, opening roof flaps, boom, right off the bat, you've got an Elite. So yes, thanks for pointing that out. That's actually a really good thing to do. I think I'm going to do a big, long video about that, though. I'm going to try and get one of every make and model. So I'm going to do a Chevy, a Ford, a Dodge, and try to get an ARC and an Elite of every single one of them, every generation of car, and go through all the changes and differences that have happened throughout time. That'd be kind of fun. I have to do it when my voice is better. It's a little strained today. All right, let's get through a couple more chats. I got to show you guys a couple more 124s yet. Let's see here. Wait, you just destroyed a Denny Hamlin card? Why? Let's see here. Milwaukee Mile is only about an hour from me. Oh, that'll be great to see the trucks down there. I'm not sure the racing is as good as Iowa necessarily, but definitely one worth looking at. A-Shock's telling me to get on it. I'll get there. I did look at it. Clyde, did you not hear me? I told you did a good job. I loved the pickup. Oh wait, you did it again. I see. I will add the pins. I had to mention the pins because they're that good. But yes, good pickup on them pins. All right, now A-Shock was getting a little impatient. I had to show him this one because he has been getting a lot of 124s, and I got to tell you, A-Shock, this is the next one you got to have. This thing is gorgeous. This paint scheme, yellow numbers, the gray and black shards all around this car, the matching confetti. I mean, the confetti is red, white, and black. How much more perfect could you ask for it? Carbon fiber splitter, all that kind of stuff. But just, I'm telling you, this Daniel Suarez Elite is probably one of my absolute favorite cars of last year. The Chastain was really good too, but this one is really, really sharp. Can't recommend this one enough. I mean, if you haven't decided which one to get for random cars and stuff, get this one. This is a great looking car. I only got this in Elite on my site. I might pick up some ARCs and just so I can offer it, because I'm telling you, this is fantastic. Like, I love this paint scheme, man. This is such a good one. So I'm going to go back to some chats, but I'm going to try and, I need to get something where it lets it swivel so I can do chats while it swivels and you can look at all of it. I'll get to it. Yeah, Clyde got the pins. I'm so far behind in the chats that I'm just now seeing that. Oh, I think you need a couple of them, don't you? I think you need a gateway car yet too, don't you? He needs a couple. Did I pre-order Kyle's Fontana win? I did. I also got a liquid color, so I got a couple Kyles coming in. I think that car is going to look really good in liquid because it's an all-blue car, so I picked up that finish. I also picked up a diamond finish for the Daytona 500, mostly out of curiosity. I don't know if it's going to look good, but I'll be interested. Yeah, A-Shock, don't worry. I can. I've got 3, so or 2 extras. So if it gets too worrisome, I'll try to pick up another one. But don't you worry. I'll make sure I can have one on hand. You just got to shoot me a message and let me know. Let me go down here. What? Oh, 2,600 Chastain wall rides and 1,800 elites all sold out. Yeah, that's an iconic moment. And they are not all sold out, NASCAR fan. Do I have an ARC available yet? I gotta look. I'm not sure if I got one or not. Can I get a hold of a dual auto Ricky for you as well? I can, but it's not any better than Lionel. Like, I don't get any deal breaks on that or anything, so it would still be like, I think it's like 150 for the dual auto elite. So if you want one, I can get a pre-order in for one, but I'm not even getting a dual auto elite just because I don't want to spend that much money. Like, that's just too high for me. Yeah, so the only thing there is no race detail on the rims, but like I said, I love this paint scheme. If this thing didn't have any confetti, I would still be happy. It's such a great paint scheme. Love it. So anyway, I'm going to move that one now, but I love that paint scheme. This car literally is going to go sit in my room. It's not even going to go into the regular race win boxes or shelf. It's going to go sit in my room where I can see it regularly. It's that pretty. How many wins will Kyle Busch win? NASCAR Race Hub keeps showing it on Twitter. I think Kyle Busch is going to win at least 5 races this year. I mean, I just think with the speed and execution of that RCR team, he's going to be tough to beat. Let's see here. Oh, wait, let me go to the next one here. Just don't feel like paying for a membership to get it from Lionel. Oh, that's fine. I can do that if you just don't want to get the membership. I'm just letting you know that. Llama Racing Network says, hello, chat. Welcome on in. Literally bought stuff without having the money, so give it like 4 weeks, and I pay you. Sorry, kind of bought them out of nowhere. Don't you worry, man. I know how to get a hold of you when you're a moderator. All right, A-Shock, I'll give you my account details. No, that's not a good idea either, because he can rack up some serious points on there. So yeah, don't do quite that much. I got a Joey Logano Gateway win, Elite Color Chrome, and got DIN 21 instead of 22. And the worst part is you got chrome rims. So you got a color chrome car with color chrome rims. No, if you guys haven't seen, I did match or swap some rims around, and I thought it looked way better. When do I think the Reddick Indy and Harvick wins will come out? I think those should be some of the next ones coming, because we are all the way up to June. I believe the Nashville win was June 22nd. So that 4th of July one should be coming pretty soon. The Harvick ones are a little later. Those are August 7th and 14th, so those August ones might be another month behind. All right, let's talking about bringing back the gold chrome. I have seen a picture of that. I also, for those of you who didn't know, I am showing off this car right now. This is the Chase Elliott Napa Children's Hospital car from Darlington. But yes, I did see they were bringing some of that back. I hope they bring back a couple only. I hope the gold finish is only for a certain type of car. I don't want them on every car, but it would be really cool if it's first wins, they start making a gold finished version. I think that'd be pretty cool. Do I have Bell's Roval pin? I do not. They didn't make that pin. Actually, do I? Let me look down my list here. I might have it. I have one pin for my Bell Roval, but I did not get a hold of any extras. I did see that Larson one on Twitter. So I just don't know for sure what that means. If that Larson one is going to be only for certain ones or not sure. So not sure yet. Well, by getting any 2023 Daytona 500 pins, I will try. They don't seem to be available on pitshop.com yet. So that's where I can get some of them from at times. But I only picked up one while I was there. So I didn't pick up a bunch of them. So if they do happen to be getting rid of them, I'll pick some up. But otherwise, I won't. And then Die Hard says, please bring back Platinum. That was my favorite finish. I really liked Platinum on the very specific cars. It looked really good. I think some with too much color didn't look as good. But Platinum was pretty cool. I think another one was white and gold. I think that was a very cool looking color. But some of it at some point, it's like, is it even worth a special finish when the detail inside is so bad, you know? Like, once the details got so bad, it's like, I don't know if I want the special finishes anymore. Ice, that was another one. The flat white, and it was all iced out with whites and grays. That was another very cool finish. I definitely agree there. All right, last car. I haven't shown this one off. This is the last one. This is the Napa Blue Def car from, like I said, it was ran at Kansas. That's the only reason I picked this up. So I don't have any other of those Napa cars for Chase Elliott besides this one. And this one I was at the race that he ran it at, so I was like, I think it'd be really cool to have the playoff banner, the round of 16, Blue Def, all the things. This car only ran at Kansas, so I decided to pick it up. I thought it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I didn't pick any of those other ones up yet. So yeah, just figured I'd show that one off real quick and then get back to some more of them chats. Let's see here. So probably have several left over. I plan on going to the track for the museum in April to see the Ricky car. Yeah, I hope they have them left there. They don't have them online, so that's the only nervous part. Why does Byron not have an Exalta car this year? Well, I hate to break it to you, Raptor Racing, but your name is literally the reason. Raptor is a Exalta finish. So anytime you see the Raptor car, that is the Exalta car, just so you know. So I have to it's kind of funny because of your name being, it'd be like saying, why does my Pepsi car, or why is there no Jeff Gordon Mountain Dew car? And your name would have to be like Pepsi Gordon kind of thing, or, you know, something kind of like that, Pepsi Racing or something. So it's kind of funny because it's like, wait a minute, my name is a brand of Exalta, you know? So I'm just letting you know that's what it is. So Raptor is a Exalta brand. So when you see Raptor on his car, that's the Exalta sponsorship. So just so you know. Let's see. Going down a little bit. Can I see the Kyle Busch Interstate Batteries and Skittles Lime car? Haven't seen them yet. Yeah, let me go pull them off the shelf. They're in a box, though, so give me one quick second. And let me see here. Thoughts on Sheldon Creed's save in Xfinity? I would say it's not a save because he did hit the wall. He definitely didn't trash the car as badly, but I don't know that he really had a lot to do with it. I think that just sort of worked out just right for him. That being said, I thought he put himself in a really dumb situation there by going from all the way at the top to all the way at the bottom trying to block. I thought that was kind of early and dumb. So I like Sheldon Creed, but that was one of those moments where it's like, Sheldon, you got to do better than that. That was not a smart thing to do. And I'm sure he'll learn from it. But I was glad he didn't crash, for sure. I was definitely glad he didn't hit anything. But I thought when people called it like a save, I'm kind of like, well, it's kind of sort of. You did still hit the wall. All right, let me grab that Skittles Lime and the other one. All right, got one. I don't see the interstate batteries. Yeah, I think so. I have the Skittles Lime car here, if you want to see it quick. But I think the interstate batteries cars, I believe, are sold out. I actually ran out of those. I usually don't run out of cars. I usually don't have quite that many sales in 164s. But yes, this is the Skittles Lime car so I can show you that one. Check the Instagram. Oh, I gotta check all my messages. All you guys messaging me. All right, let me look here. There we go. Oh, I did. Yep, I'll see it. I'll shoot you a message back, but I'll tell you about if I got for anyone looking. Basically, Florida Denny fan will be going to Daytona later in the year. So if anyone desperately wants a pin, it may be a little more expensive than normal because it'll have to get shipped from Daytona to either me or straight to you. But if anyone is desperate for a Daytona pin, message me and I will let her know to pick one up for you. Okay? So message me if you want a Daytona 500 pin. Like I said, it may not be the regular $12 to $15. It might be a little more because of all the shipping and middle ground stuff. But just letting you know that is, if you really want one, she has offered to pick some up. So just let me know. Okay. What else was I in the middle of? Oh, yes, here. All right, I gotta respond to one more. There we go. Okay, more chats here. Hey, Parker, welcome on in. Creed save was a great block, but he made. Oh wait, was great block he made was dumb. Very good, perfect choice. Gotta go. All right, have a good one, A-Shock. Thanks for stopping on in. Can I see the Chase Elliott A-Shock Energy 164th? Yes. Let me grab that one. I do have that one. And then how do I think Barry will do this year? I think he's going to have a good season. I think he is the new top driver at Junior Motorsports. All right, so here's the A-Shock car. It's still in a box, but it's actually off the base. So if you never saw the video, I took this car. You can see how it's loose. That's the car I took off the base for the video. So I think I have one more. One more on there, so I'll have to double check, but this is the paint scheme at least. I have the Elite on that one too. Let's see. Didn't they say late 2022 Skittles weren't good for you and caused cancer? Probably. I mean, at some point everything causes cancer. Any 124s I should pick up? Got money from my birthday and want to know what cars to get. So I would definitely recommend the Daniel Suarez first win. ARC Elite, doesn't matter. 164, if you're a fan of 164s, go with those. But this is that car. I highly, highly recommend this car. I think it looks amazing. And then it just comes down to preference. If you like ARCs, if you like Elites, if you like 164s, I just think that's a great car in whichever scale. And then, yeah, it really comes down to preference after that. I mean, there's none of them that are really like, I don't know what the word is. There's none of them that really pop off the screen, or pop off and it's like, wow, that's incredible. The Suarez and Chastain first wins are both pretty darn sharp. And after that, it's kind of a matter of which ones really grab your attention. Looked at the render for the Larson Homestead win, and it looks like they are finally putting some detail on the rims. I freaking hope so. It's about dang time. En route. Oh, you're gonna car nap the whole. Ooh. First of all, if you want to car nap the collection, you better bring a trailer because it will not fit in a car or a truck. It's that much of a problem. You're gonna need a trailer. Oh, that Elliott Kansas is under lock and key. Yes. I have a ferocious guard cat. He'll bite you. There we go. Crazy how fast they left the sport. Who left the sport? Oh, Bang Energy. Yeah, they did. Do I have a Reddick Indy win for sale? They are not out yet. So the Reddick Indy wins aren't quite here yet. I think I have an extra one, but I always wait till they come in if they're too late in the game, just in case I had the wrong number. Because, say, for instance, I'll take this car as a perfect example. I got 3 of these. Oops, let me move those. I got 3 of these cars in, and I got them all out, inspected them, made sure they were okay, nothing was wrong. Now, this car is going to go into my personal collection. So that one, I have 2 cars I brought in. So I brought 2 extras in. And if I had brought in just 1 extra, which I do from time to time if there's no orders for them, if I bring in 1 extra and that car is defective, I got to send it back before I bring another one in. So sometimes I've had it where I send a car back because it was defective, and then when I bring in, and then they're out and I can't get any more. And so I don't want to have one available and then suddenly I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have one left. So I try to avoid that. Imagine how pissed Lionel would be if Gibbs or Reddick won the 500. I'd be pretty ticked off too, because I wouldn't be able to get my Daytona 500 car, which would be pretty annoying. Can we see the guard cat? Well, he's not well trained, so he's not around. I think he's upstairs. He's got a new cousin to mess around with, so he's been playing around and actually doing a lot of sleeping by the window. All right. Do I have Corey LaJoy Schluter system? Yes, I can get that one. Let's see. I have 2 124 scales. Is it sad? No, it's not sad. Everyone's got their preferences. So yeah, let me grab Corey LaJoy. Actually, here, let me show you this one first. Here's Corey LaJoy's Circle B. And then I can grab you the other one. What was the other thing I was going to grab, though? Now you guys got me all distracted, and I don't remember. Corey LaJoy. I did see that Logano car for this weekend. I love that car, by the way. That black and yellow looks pretty sharp. I'm not gonna lie, I was a pretty big fan about that. Yeah, he's definitely Barry's getting some help from that Bass Pro Shop sponsorship. What was I looking for again? Schluter Systems. Corey LaJoy, where are you, Mr. Corey? Mr. LaJoy. Where are you? I'm looking on the shelf and I'm not seeing it. Where are you? Oh my gosh, it's on the very, very bottom. Making me do all this work. Dig cars out, find them. Look at that mess. Alright, got it. That's actually a really cool car too. I didn't take a real good close look at that one yet, but that Schluter Systems car is pretty cool. So yeah, you've got like that kind of camouflage on the backside. Like, that's actually pretty dang cool. Let's see here. I think Noah's going to get a top 10 at either Las Vegas or Phoenix. I think he had pretty good speed before he hit the wall. All right, let's see. Bass Pro Shops is the best car in Xfinity. Well, outside of the 25 car. No, it's paint scheme-wise, I'm not going to lie. Xfinity has some dull paint schemes this year. I don't know if there's any cars I really like in Xfinity this year. The colleague ones tend to have some decent looks, but I haven't seen one yet. Well, Clyde, I won't go out of business because you're going to keep me in it. I'll just rely on you. I'll just start stocking all Harvick stuff, and you'll keep me afloat. It's your duty to keep me afloat. There we go. All right. So anyway, best cup scheme is the number 4 Hunt Bros. Honestly, that's not even the best number 4 scheme. I think the Busch Beer one's way better. Busch Beer's a way better version. Let's see here. Oh yes, I can do the Hamlin. I still have plenty of Hamlin stuff. I have all of his Daytona 500 wins, and I'm not letting those go, so those aren't going to help. And I also have Kansas and Bristol Customs, but those also aren't going anywhere. So I have a lot of them. I just can't do much with them. It's going to be a problem, isn't it? All right, move that. Get my charger on here quick. There we go. I was down to 6%. Oh, yes, you need to get the Kyle Busch. Yes, that is my goal for, I believe, tomorrow, is to get all cut up. I don't have any of the Daytonas on my website yet, so sorry for the delay on all those, by the way, guys. As it turns out, when you're gone for 10 full days and you weren't expecting to be gone, you have a lot of catch up at work. So, yes, apologies for the delay on the website, because that needs to be caught up. So yes, the Kyle Busch will be on there. I do assure you of that. Have I ever gotten a driver autograph from the races? If so, I don't have a garage pass and want to get Larson or Gibbs' car autographed. Is there a way other than driver appearances? Generally, so here's your 2 options, or maybe 3. You can go to the track and you scout the midway, and those are driver appearances, and you might be able to catch them there. Second option, sometimes they'll go to their hauler on a certain weekend. So if the weekend is a 3-day weekend, there's a chance they may stop by their hauler for a half hour. Unfortunately, they usually make you buy something from the hauler to get anything autographed, which is unfortunate. But and then the third option is hot pass, pit pass, fan zone type stuff. So you don't even have to have a hot pass. If you're in the fan zone, sometimes they'll come up and sign at the fence. It just depends on the driver. In my experience, the fan zone is generally not a place that most drivers are willing to go to. There are a few who are very good about signing, but there's a lot that are not as much. So it's not as reliable as, say, appearances. I finally found another Logano Daytona. I have seen, I think I saw you post it, but yes, that Logano car is another one of the really nice ones in that group. Buying the signed door number door number auto run of Homestead. Are you referring to I think you're referring to, God, what am I trying to say? Gregson. Are you referring to the Gregson Homestead door number? I'm assuming that's what it is. I have the Kurt Busch 2022 Kansas win and McDonald's Moneyline 164. Ooh, those are some good ones. I will say, I am really excited for Bubba's Kansas win this year, from last year. I think that car's going to look pretty cool, and it's a really neat story just because of how that car had, like, a weird story from Bubba was in the 23. Now he's in the 45. Why is he in the 45? He only is going to run the 45 for this small section of time. Just kind of a neat story behind why Bubba was in the 45 to win that race. So, kind of excited for that. And then, do I like the Kevin Harvick Hunt Brothers Pizza Red paint scheme from 2022? Not as much because of the Busch Red Apple car. I think it kind of just takes a lot of the color from that car and puts the Hunt Brothers logo on it. But that being said, I mean, some of my favorite Harvick schemes are the Busch Beer ones. They just seem to do a better job. Getting that car, definitely a good one. Did you get that from my site? I honestly don't remember. I have to go. I have a book, so don't worry. If I don't remember, it's mostly just because I don't have a lot of memory. But I can't remember if I had that on the site or not. I think I did, but I can't remember. Brain can turn to mush when it turns to 8 o'clock sometimes. Okay, so I gotta move that one there. There we go. How old was I? Oh, let's see. That's a little personal. I don't care. We'll chat about it. Let's see. I would have been 14 or 15, maybe. Something like that, 14 or 15. Because I didn't do any of the whole middle school dating thing. That wasn't. That was kind of a foreign concept in my household, because it was you're literally a child. You don't know what you're doing. And in fact, you know, at 13 to 14 or 12 to 13 years old, you don't know squat. So yeah, it was my just after freshman year of high school, or maybe right at freshman year. I don't remember. It was somewhere around that ballpark. I know it was in the summer. That's what I do remember. Do I have any Chase Elliott Truck Series diecast 164? I do. I have that one there. And I believe, let me go look. I think I have his A-Shock truck as well. Let me go look quick. Okay, yes, we do. We have a Chase Elliott number 7 and a Chase Elliott number 24 A-Shock truck. So we do have a couple of Elliott trucks. On the 21st in February. Ooh la la! You get the Race Craze backstory. Anyway, yeah, so the only other Race Craze backstory I would have, I actually found an old VHS tape. I kid you not. When I say VHS tape, you guys know I'm not even talking disc. We're talking Actually, it was on a disc. Never mind, it is on a disc. Anyway, it was a camcorder, not a phone camera, not a camera, just a literal video camera you have to pack in a bag and haul all over. I found a video where I took that camera into my room, set it on the ground, and did a diecast review at the age of 12, 10 maybe, and I was like, as you can see, here's this car, and the car was a 1/87th scale version of Ryan Newman's 2007 Altel car. So I have done that before. It was kind of funny because I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I was destined to do this. So at the age of 12 or 13, I took a camera and made a review when I was bored on a Saturday. And yep, so I guess this was just something I was kind of made to do. VHS tapes were the best. Yeah, VHS is something that VHS was one that was like, it sounds like it was all great and wonderful, but yeah, it wasn't. Did I ever show you the Junior Talladega Black Bumper Elite signed with his old autograph around 2003? Oh, are you referring to the 2003 Talladega one? I don't know if I ever saw the signed one. I got mine. The one that I have came from Justin Askins. I don't know if he's in the chat tonight, but he's been there. And then where did I get the custom truck made? I didn't actually get it made. I found somebody on Facebook selling them. So somebody was selling out of a bunch of Kyle Busch Motorsports trucks they had, a bunch of customs and stuff, and they just happened to have that Casey Kane one, and I said, over here, I'll take it. And so, boom, I snagged it. So yeah, I didn't have that one made or anything. I just found somebody who had already made one and happened to be selling it. Which, by the way, is the story with a lot of my customs. I have not had a ton of customs made personally. Like, I'll go right here and show you. But the Logano custom up there, I found somebody selling that one, that one, and that one. They were selling all 4 of those cars at the same time. And so I was like, yeah, sell them to me. And so, yeah, I've had that, like, bought a bunch of customs like that where somebody's selling them and I say, please, I'll pick that one up. But I have had a couple of them made, but yeah, for the most part, most of them I just find already pre-made. Let's see, where do I find Rick Ware Racing Gold Series diecast in 164? I don't know if there is any Rick Wares. The only Rick Wares I know about at the moment are some of these newer next gens and other ones, but I don't know of that many Rick Ware cars that have been made. Let's see. I had better cars, but I think that is a good first elite, especially the autograph. Can't replicate it. Yeah, that's definitely a pretty cool one. I think my favorite Dale Jr. car, obviously I have his 2 Daytona 500 wins, but I also have his Dark Knight Rising dual autographed with, you know what, now I need to look. Who the heck autographed that? I don't even know whose autograph was on it. I thought it was Steve Letarte, but I don't even remember if he was the crew chief in 2012. I think he was, wasn't he? You guys tell me. Whose autograph is this? That's Steve Letarte, because I have Dale Jr.'s up here. And I think that's Steve Letarte's back there. Yeah, but this was like the greatest find I ever had. Paid $100 for a dual autographed elite. I shouldn't have told you guys that. Now you're gonna think I'm a cheater. No, I got a great deal. But yeah, if anyone knows whose autograph that is, let me know, because I thought it was Steve Letarte, but I don't actually know. Either way, that's one of my favorite Dale Jr. cars, is that one. I like to get that one out and show it off because it's just a cool car. Yes, the gold Superman's another one. That's another one. Landon versus the world says he loves me, everyone. I'm very lovable. I'm flattered. But back to race cars. It was Letarte. Okay, good. That's what I was thinking. I thought it was Steve Letarte that was on there. Just bought a Matty D 124th and a Justin Allgaier. I think that's what it was. An Allgaier and a Matty D. Good call. The Matty D, I assume it might have been a truck, or did you get an older version? Because I think the truck's the only new thing of his that it's kind of out at the moment. 1 second here. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Man, I remember finding old photos that I took back when I was 9 in 2011. Brian Vickers with the Casey Kane. Oh, Brian Vickers and Casey Kane Red Bull 164s with a disposable camera. Oh my gosh. Funny story about a disposable camera. I found one in my basement that wasn't empty yet, and so I took a couple modern pictures. So eventually, when that camera gets developed, if it ever does, there's going to be a bunch of pictures from like 2008, 2006, something like that, and then there's just going to be 2 pictures at the very end from 2023. So just kind of a funny one, but yeah, I actually did that recently. Oh man, I remember those disposable cameras. Now we can literally take the better photos with our phones. It's insane. The ARC is around 800, and now the Elite is 2K. People thought I was insane. Hey, that's what the Elliott Homestead car. I paid like 500 for that car, and I remember like, you paid 500 for that car? That's so much money. And I was like, it is. That's a lot, but I figure I'm not gonna find it cheaper than this. And sure enough, now they go for around 2,000. So I ain't selling it, but I'm just that sometimes things get tough and you just have to bite it. Went to a thrift shop today and found a Dale Jr. 2004 diecast for $9. Good snag. Did you find it? Is it like an ARC with hood and trunk, or is it one of the Walmart ones? Let me know. I paid a 1K just to flip. Hey, if you flip it, you flip it. There's nothing wrong with that. Ooh, an ARC with the open trunk too. That's awesome. Read my comments about if you have a daughter one day. Wait, what? Hold the phone here. Oh, here we go. What would your... I have no idea. I have no idea. All I know is if I have a daughter someday, I want to use the... I am fully on board with the names of Charlotte and Bristol. Those are beautiful names, and they happen to represent beautiful racetracks. I may not get approval on that, but I'm just letting you know that those are definitely good ones. Do I have a Dale Earnhardt Sr. Anniversary COT? I do not. I generally have mostly raced versions. So outside of the raced versions, there's only a couple cars I have that are non-raced. So 90%, unless it's a Chase Elliott car or a Casey Kane car, if it's not raced, I probably don't have it. Oh, would I do makeup? Probably. Doesn't bother me. You see how high the Noah trucks are going for? I have seen it. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me a little nervous because that Switch truck was in 2017 when they had the clear coat issues, and it's not immune to those issues. I have my Noah Switch truck, and it has some clear coats that are a little sketchy. And yeah, that was just a thing the Lionel had, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Elijah asked, do I think I'll ever get Kane's truck from Rockingham at some point? I would love to. I actually found somebody that has one that I really wanted because it looked perfect. He wasn't selling at the time, but I told him, I said, put my phone number under the hood of that truck. If you ever sell it, call me. So I definitely am in the market for one if I ever find one. Here we go. Diecast Cars asks, what are my top 5 drivers from sprint cars and NASCAR? So obviously Casey Kane, got to be at the top. That's an easy number 1. Chase Elliott, got to be number 2. I mean, I have a ton of Chase Elliott gear, stuff like that. Noah Gragson, number 3. Brett Moffitt, number 4. So those were kind of my 4 big favorites. And then number 5, I would have to put... I got to put... I got to put Brad Sweet. Got to put Brad Sweet. So, yeah, Brad Sweet. And then if I had to go to top 10, that's where I'd breach into more like I'd throw Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch. I'd throw, on the sprint car side, I would throw in probably David Gravel and... Brian Brown would be another one. So I have a definite group of them. Sorry, Clyde, it's not going to be Harvick. I do respect Harvick, 100%. Respect is different than like being a big fan of him or something. I have a John Hunter Nemechek 2020 Mystic Lubricants 124. Ooh. Oh, that's right. That was his rookie season in the 38. That's why. Okay. My 2017 Larson wins have a yellow. Yeah, the yellowing was another big problem. in 2018 and 2017. The whites would turn into like a yellow. So yeah, Lionel had some issues. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, here we go. Golly, it's like dust in my mouth. Okay, there we go. Let me go back up one more. So, unpopular diecast opinion. I would say my most unpopular diecast opinion is that I think we should have less diecasts made. So, I don't think we need to make so many diecasts for each driver. I would be perfectly happy with a greater detailed version of different cars. So I don't need to have 20 Daniel Suarez cars. I'd rather have 5, but then be very, very detailed. Maybe that's not unpopular, but like even for Chase Elliott, I don't need every Chase Elliott paint scheme ever made. I'd like to have his Napa car from every year in really good detail, and I'd be pretty satisfied with that and race versions. So that would be maybe my most unpopular opinion. And then the other one would be that no, I don't really have any other ones. I think that would be my biggest one. So, all right, going back up. Okay, here we go. Top 4, Senior, Junior, Logano, and Noah. Noah is going to go above Logano because Logano is trash. I shouldn't say trash. He's actually a really good driver. He's really good with fans. He's basically everything you should want out of your driver, except if you're trying to teach your driver how to race with respect. Don't look at Logano for any of that because he doesn't race anyone with true respect. Like, he'll race them hard, but when it comes to if the race is on the line, he will just straight up dump you if he feels like it. It's not like a dump if you have to. It's dump if you want to. And that, to me, that's not a good way to teach kids how to race. And the number one reason for that is because you don't want to be raced that way, I would assume. And so if you race people that way, then you should expect to get raced that way. Well, Joey doesn't do that. When he gets raced that way back, he goes berserk. And that's kind of, in my opinion, I'm not a fan of that idea of if someone races me hard, the gloves are off. But if I race someone hard, hey, it's just hard racing. Like, nah, you gotta have a middle ground. All right, Alexander says, gotten any Chase Elliott's 2022 Napa Children's Healthcare of Atlanta diecast yet? I'm aware you got 21 version, hoping you got both. Oh, shoot. There you go. Sorry. The 164 should be coming. I think they're behind, but yes, I do have that one. I just haven't done a review for it yet. And then, am I into IndyCar racing much? I'm going to try and get in a little more this year. Yeah, I tend to watch most of the IndyCar races. I don't stream them or anything. I might stream the Indy 500 this year, for sure. I'd be really interested in streaming that one. But yeah, I love watching IndyCar. The IndyCar racing at Iowa has always been really fun. And yeah, I definitely watch some IndyCar stuff. My favorite driver is Alexander Rossi. Just something with the Napa tree. But also I watched him win the 500 in 2016, and I was kind of a fan ever since. Colton Herta obviously is another one. Okay, so let's see here. I love Charlotte and Bristol for girls' names. Totally named my daughters that 100%. Like, those are fantastic names. Daytona, no, that one would be that's too close to racing. Bristol and Charlotte, there's Bristol, those are like English names that go back to like London and them places. I'm saving up for a 1/18 scale diecast of Kane's Sprint Car number 9 Mopar. Oh, that's going to be a tough one to find, but I have seen a couple out there. It's not impossible, but it's definitely a tough one, but a very good looking sprint car nonetheless. I will be perfectly honest. I think the late model of that Mopar scheme might look better in terms of just how it looks, but the sprint car is still a good sprint car. Hey, Race Craze, why didn't Lionel not make Justin 2022 New Hampshire win, making the custom? Okay, so they didn't make it just because Justin Allgaier, unfortunately, just doesn't sell a ton of race to win diecasts. If it's to the right place, you will see it made. So like the Hellmans at Darlington, Hellmans is a car that, Junior has a sponsorship with Hellmans. Hellmans wants to have those cars made. So Hellmans will sometimes kind of buy 50 of them, kind of just help them push over the made to order quantity. But yeah, Justin Allgaier, they've offered some of his cars, and a lot of it's just, there's just not enough numbers to get them made. Let's see. Kind of tired of seeing every Authentics wave, and it has a Chase Elliott car in it. He's the most popular driver. I kind of used to feel the same way with Junior. There were always Junior cars and Junior stuff, and I was like, "Where's the Kane stuff?" Like he was still popular, but he wasn't the most popular. Now, I will say, as an Elliott fan, it's nice to know if they make something, they're going to make an Elliott version. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, for really wrecked Blaney and 4 other cars on Sunday. Yeah, that I mean, I said in my stream how annoyed I am with the brake checking, and like I said, it wasn't just him. Brad used to do it in a Penske car too, so it drives me nuts when it's like, hey, stop brake checking. Like that's stupid. Raptor says now he actually has to go. Well, have a good one. You're gonna miss opening of some trading cards. I picked up some of these at Daytona. I shouldn't say picked up. Some of these a guy was handing out at Daytona, so I'm gonna show some of those before we hang out. Right now, probably Senior and Noah. Favorite all times. Yeah, dude, I think Noah's going to grow on a lot of people. I think he might be one of the more popular ones. You're not getting that, Kansas. Don't even think about it. Do I have the Noah Gragson Cure Token? Yes, I do have that one. I have the Cure Token 164th. It's actually, I have a Noah case with all his 164s. So it's in that one. The most popular driver award is kind of a joke. I mean, it's just sort of a good representation of who the fan favorite was from year to year. So yeah, I don't mind it. I don't think it should be an award. I think it should just be kind of a poll that they do, because it's like, what are you supposed to? I mean, you don't do anything to win it, but it's like, I don't mind it being a thing because it just shows who did the fans gravitate to. Really like the Chase Elliott Children's Foundation diecast. As an Elliott fan, I love the dogs and racing. Had to get the 124th. Good call. I mean, I like his last year one better in terms of the color. I love that black and gold, but I mean, they're all good looking cars, especially that bright blue. My favorite is Harvick 1, Matty D, and then 3 is Priest. Ooh, tough crowd. Well, I guess Priest is back in a cup car, so then you got one. But yeah, Matty D getting demoted wasn't fun for sure. Let's see. Do you think they'll make a Pastrana car for this year? If they get approval, I guarantee you it's going to get made. Let's see. He said he didn't do that, though. He can say a lot of things. That's the problem with Joey Logano, guys. I shouldn't say guys. I know you're a Logano fan, so I know I don't want to be too personal, but Logano will say a lot of things and then not do them. Like, it's the same thing with the Truex thing. You know, Truex raced him clean for 20 straight laps, like a professional, and then he just ran right through him in one lap. So that's what drives me nuts, is that kind of thing where it's like, hey, that's not good racing courtesy, you know? And there's something to be said about having good quality racing courtesy. And I think Kyle Busch gets an unfair rap of not having it, when I think he has some of the best racing courtesies, like racing people how they race him. Anyway, Austin Hill is the GOAT. He has a good Twitter, but man, the dude drives me nuts sometimes. What do I think of the 2023 Lumar car? 7 out of 10. Still not great, but, or, good, not great. I have a Noah 1-of-1 signed race used card. Ooh, from 2020. For me, it's like we already know who's going to win it. Oh, yeah. No, I get you there. It's not really a contest. Here we go. Okay. Now I got to the bottom of the chat. I'm caught up. So, speaking of which, Die Hard, I'm going to get you all distracted by showing you off some Noah Gragson stuff. So we got these cards, and the guy asked who our favorite drivers were, and I happened to be wearing a Noah Gragson shirt to the 500 or the other weekend, and so he had an entire card pack of Noah Gragson cards, and so there was this one here, which is kind of a thick card, but just cool. Prism makes some cool stuff. I think that's Prism. No, I don't know who makes this one. Oh, Panini. Panini makes these. So Panini makes these cards. So I got that one. They also had this one here. This is a Switch card. All chrome and shiny. But yeah, just some pretty cool cards. I don't normally get a lot of cards. But I don't know. These are just kind of neat looking cards. Like this, they've got all the chrome and the foil colors to them, so they get all shiny. But yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do with these. But yeah, I've got like this one. That's the same card. He gave it. There were like 3 of them in that. So he literally has an entire pack. I think they're all Noah Gragson too. Yeah, I think they are. Because here's another one. There's the Bass Pro Shops one from 2021. Again, all shiny and chrome. And then this one's from, I want to say 2019. So that's an early card. And this one doesn't look like a Panini. Oh, it is a Panini card. So I guess that's one as well. And then, oh yeah, there was a couple other drivers at the end. So we have Daniel Hemrick. We have one of those. We have Michael McDowell. We have William Byron. We have Ross Chastain. And then we have Ryan Blaney. So kind of a cool thing. I'm not huge into trading cards, but if that's something that people like to see and, kind of like to get certain cards at certain times, that's definitely something I would not be opposed to getting more knowledgeable on, because I think cards are just kind of a cool thing, to have the different variations of these cards. So I'm going to put those all back in their little package. Yeah, that was on all. I mean, it was pretty much just whatever he handed out, because there's no Chase Elliott either. So don't worry, Clyde. If I didn't get a Chase Elliott, there's probably not going to be a Harvick either. There wasn't a Kyle Busch either. It's kind of I would say, tier 2 popular guys. So not the top popular guys, but the guys one tier beneath it. Okay. There we go. Houston Hogat? It's Hogat or Hogat? Is the 2022 Elite worth 104? Personally, I would say no, it's not worth it. But I would also say I don't know where else you're going to go. So, for me, 2022 raced wins, I don't have anywhere else I can get them from. So I'm going to, bite the bullet. But in terms of like just having a fun paint scheme for my collection, no, it's not worth it. I mean, I hate to say it because I have a website dependent on it and stuff, but it's just too much. If it's not a very special car to you, it's just not worth it. And I don't know, it's unfortunate to have to say it, but I mean, that's what it is. So, yeah, if I'm being honest, that's it. I got a signed Blaney card, and Logano Penske is pretty generous with signing. Oh, 100%. Like I said, when it comes to like Logano with the fans, I think he's top notch. I just think I would not want to race against the guy. Almost bought another one of one, $300, and wasn't race used or anything. Is it a card? And what do you mean one of one? Is it like I gotta remember what you're referring to. I want to try and get Chase Elliott 2021 Lumar scheme from NASCAR Authentics Wave 1 2022, since I don't have the Elliott Lumar diecast. I have it. Yeah, I have one. I don't know if it's on the site anymore. It might have been erased for... No, I think I have one. I don't remember. You have to look. If it's on my site, I still have it. If it's not, it probably isn't. But yeah, feel free to shoot me a message if you're looking for it. I can check. Do the Elites still have the black bar in the front windshield? No, they do not. So this one is an Elite, and you'll see that has a white bar. That is something with the next-gen car that did change. To be completely honest, the chassis detail in terms of the cab is the exact same. The actual physical cab inside, seat, roll bars, that kind of stuff, all the same with the next-gen. So yeah, unfortunately, they are all the same on the cab side. Now, of course, one has an engine and posable wheels, or an engine and a fuel cell, or a better engine, I should say. Let me scroll down here. Finally collecting Logano again. Picked up the Daytona 500 Elite and have the signed door number. Oh, that Homestead that's going to be a pretty dang good car. And the good news is, once Noah gets more popular and you like Noah more and you give up on Logano, you can get the good chunk of change out of that Homestead. Because yeah, you're gonna want to go to Noah. What's my opinion on Noah showing too much of his chest? I don't care. I don't care. Let the kid be what he wants to be. Doesn't bother me one bit. He can do whatever he wants. He's a NASCAR Cup Series driver at this point. There we go. All right, so yeah, that's all. I think that's pretty much all I got. The only other things I haven't done my reviews on, but here's the other one. A couple of 164 sprint cars are in too, but I haven't done those yet. So yeah, Denny has a good autograph. Do you like NFL? My favorite team is the Cardinals. Yeah, I am an NFL fan. I like the Jets and the Vikings. Grew up near the Vikings, so obviously that's why the Vikings, and then Jets I've just always been a fan of for some reason. So when the Jets and Vikings played each other last year, I rooted for the Jets, but I was not super mad when they lost or anything. Like once they lost, it was kind of like, wow, what a fun game. Like I had a good time. So, but yeah, Jets and Vikings, and I think the Vikings got ranked the #1 organization by how they treat their players. So that's kind of cool. Hope we see a Gregson win soon. I hope so. I would love it for it to be at Kansas. That'd be great too. Oh, Packer fan. I will say this. I went to Lambeau Field last year to watch the Vikings and Packers play, and the Vikings got blown out. But Packer fans at the stadium are super fun, like super nice, super fun, just having a good time. Packer fans online are the most unbearable people I've ever seen in my life. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. Like at the stadium, it was like
It was really fun. People were just super friendly, and like everyone was enjoying the game. But man, I'm telling you, once you get online, oh wow, Packer fans go just berserk, and it's probably because none of them are from Green Bay. They're Packer fans located elsewhere. But yeah, like I said, I've been to it, and it was fun. What are your thoughts on Patrick Kane going to the Rangers? No idea who he is, so not my sport. Got a Michael McDowell 500 wins in Authentics. Ooh, I actually think I have a metal chassis of that. As odd as it is. I should have the money for you around the end of March, around the 38th or so, the 38th. Don't worry, man. I got you on contact, so I got your list. I'll put the list together, and that way I can tell you kind of when each one's coming in. Yeah, you see a lot of Packer fans from California. They're everywhere. California, Florida, Arizona. Vikings fans travel pretty well because it's Minnesota and it's cold. So when they play the Cardinals or Rams or Dolphins, like they travel pretty well because it's like a free vacation to go see a Viking game kind of thing. But I mean, honestly, two good fan bases. Honestly, Chiefs too. I've been to there. I've been to Arrowhead. And Chiefs, Packers, Vikings, all really good fan bases. They'll treat you good at the stadium. They might heckle you a little bit, sure, but that's part of it. But you know, they're not gonna Philadelphia Eagles you off the top of the stadium and kill you or nothing. What is my opinion on the Busch Beer Diecast? 164th? I don't know. It's a diecast. It looks, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it. It still looks all right. All right, guys. Well, we have been going for an hour and a half, and I have kind of run out of cars to show. But the good news is I do have some diecast reviews to put together for you. I will be going to a movie and going out to eat tomorrow night, so I will not be around all night, so no stream. But I will have a couple of reviews ready for you. And so the good news is I will have some videos to show by tomorrow. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Stay tuned, or not stay tuned, but tune in this weekend. Saturday, Xfinity race stream. Sunday, Cup race stream. We're not doing truck race. I'll do certain truck races, but I'll tell you which ones. Otherwise, always the Xfinity and always the Cup. So make sure you tune into those streams. I might, fingers crossed, have my GoPro working for a webcam, so you'll actually be able to see my pretty little face. But if not, I'll just do my regular scoreboard. So I'm going to try, but I got to have some time to sit back and play with the settings and see if it works. So we're going to give it a shot. But yeah, Elijah, not doing trucks. So see you guys in the next review tomorrow. Let's see, unless you're getting all 37 2022 wins elite, because I'm just a pure psychopath. I am getting them all. I actually have all the 2021 wins in elite as well. And I'm going to do a review at some point, breaking down best to worst of all of 2021. And then I'm going to sell a bunch of them because I don't want all of them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have all of them, do a review on them, and then sell a bunch of them. So I'm going to keep my favorites. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about that. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have enjoyed. We will see you on Saturday and then again on Sunday. And next time we have a bunch of new cars come in, I'll do another one of these streams. Maybe we'll build the Lego Technics car at some point that just came out. So we'll see if I pick that one up or not. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Remember, rasdiecast.com. Use that promo code RaceCraze for anything you're looking for. But other than that, we will see you in the next Diecast review.